How about another round for Brewsday Tuesday? Here is DreZ and Huck.
Oh. I didn't make any noise.
Yeah, I like this. I was gonna say I like this opener, but it doesn't. It's not very loud. But whatever.
Might be the beer.
Brewsday Tuesday is upon us. Fat Brewsday Tuesday.
Voodoo beer. It's stealth voodoo beer.
So we're doing New Orleans type stuff. Did the Abita, and now we're sticking with the Voodoo Ranger series.
Yeah,
is it like a series? I guess because it's the same name, but just they got different types of brews. This is the Voodoo Ranger. You gave me the 8-hop pale ale,
and I got the IPA, and we had the Imperial IPA last.
So we'll see how this one does us.
Yeah.
So you were talking about how voodoo is a big thing down in New Orleans.
Yeah.
With I already forgot her name. Started with an M.
Marie Laveau.
So I do remember the first trip I went to New Orleans, which all 3 of my trips there have revolved around the Sugar Bowl and going for tech games.
Okay.
But the first time I went, I was pretty damn young, and I do remember doing a little shopping on some road. It wasn't the French Quarter or anything, but we went into some store, and my brother left with a voodoo doll, and because obviously that's a big kind of thing down there and whatnot, and yeah, he used the voodoo doll. And it didn't really work very good,
Yeah,
but he had it.
Who was he
after?
after?
Kind of fun. I don't know. It was probably me.
Well, he's got to have some of your hair or fingernails. You have to put the hair and fingernails on it.
He probably didn't do it right. I mean, he had access to all that. We shared a bedroom for forever, so he could have just stolen a hair in my sleep or something. But
the fingernail would have been more difficult.
Yeah, maybe. Anywho,
so this is a good thick beer.
Yeah.
So anyway, so voodoo was like a religion brought over, and New Orleans is such a mix of cultures. You got your Cajuns, my saying I used to put at the end of all my blog posts was I always forget how to say it correctly, but laissez les bon temps.
Because it's like French, French Cajun or whatever, right?
Les bon temps rouler, and it means let the good times roll. And that's kind of the theme of New Orleans.
Yeah, for sure.
It's kind of the theme. So,
God, I need to get back there, man. New Orleans is so much fun.
I went. The first time I went was for a security convention, and I had never been. It's like 6 days, and the first 2 days I was staying over by the bowl, and I didn't know where
to go or anything.
Yeah, I didn't know about Bourbon Street and the French Quarter.
How did you not know about Bourbon?
I kind of knew, but I was like, I didn't know, and I was going to the meetings and all. So, like, Thursday night, I finally wander over there, and I was like, oh, my gosh.
I should have been here way sooner.
The previous 2 nights, I went to bed like 11, 12. That night, I went to bed at 3 a.m. Mm-hmm. The last night, I didn't go to bed. Mm-mm. The Saturday night, I never went to bed. But there was a Tulane football game. There was an LSU football game, and there was a New Orleans Saints football game.
So it was nonstop.
They said that it was better than, Mardi Gras.
I found that hard to believe.
They said because there were 3 parades downtown. Each of the football teams had a parade that went through.
Really?
Yeah. 2 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. So there were 3 parades. There were so many people in the French Quarter. It was truly amazing.
Yeah.
Of course.
See,
I visualize all the remembering of throwing up and urinating, and then there's the thing with the beats. But
see, I didn't. The last time I went was the only time I've gone where I've been old enough to really party hardy. 21 plus, or at least 21, and luckily they're usually around New Year's. Like I remember the year I went. I wasn't old enough to drink, but it was New Year's, and we hit a Bourbon Street, which, hey, even if you can't drink, if you're in high school and you're on Bourbon Street on New Year's,
it's pretty you might not see in Blacksburg.
Yeah, I think, and I did have my very first camera phone then. I think I might still have some pictures on my camera phone from that night, man. That was a good night.
Well,
it's a very good night.
I'm a security professional in my other life, and the security cameras on Bourbon Street are mostly available on the internet. So if you got nothing to do one Saturday night and you just want to search the
This would have
internet.
been a good thing to know
Yeah,
last
like a couple
weekend.
days ago.
Yeah.
You can watch. Yeah, and it's pretty good film too.
Yeah, it's always a good time down there.
We went down there once in October. And we went to the Crew of Boo, and it's a parade. It's a New Orleans style Fat Tuesday parade with Halloween. And I'd learned this since I haven't actually been to a Mardi Gras parade. I've been to mock ones. That's what they do at conventions. They have them, but they're not real. Mm-hmm. So this was a real Mardi Gras parade, but it's Halloween based. And so I figured out, just a heads up if you ever get there, is if you want to get the good throws, you need to stand next to a really nice looking lady.
Oh, yeah.
Or a really cute kid. Mm-hmm. And I was between one of each.
Nice.
So we got a lot of good throws.
Good way to do it.
They just throw a cup at you or something, but they had really cool stuff, different decorations.
So here's what I'm wondering. Like, every time I've been to New Orleans, and I feel like that's for most people, there's something going on, like you said, a football game, Mardi Gras, whatever, New Year's. So what if it's just like a regular, like, Thursday, and it's nothing, like, is Bourbon Street, is it just dead?
No, it's great.
Or is there always something?
There's bands in every bar. Whitney,
No, but I'm talking about like Bourbon Street.
Right,
like
Whitney lived there for a year, and so we went down there and spent a week.
Your daughter Whitney.
Yeah, we went down there and spent a week, and we actually stayed. It was nothing going on. We stayed at Bourbon Street Sunday, Monday night, and on Tuesday we headed to Memphis for the blues thing.
And it was like
it was good.
It wasn't packed.
No,
it
wasn't packed, but it was busy.
But people were partying out in the street.
Even on a Sunday night, people were out on the street. There was a band in every other bar. There were people, drunk people. There were people getting beads and throwing beads. And, it was not bad. But, I mean, I've been there.
So you can go anytime.
Anytime. I've been there at the peak, and it's wild.
Yeah.
When the street's full, I mean, it's kind of scary.
So it's almost better to go on a more off.
Yeah, what you'd want to do is maybe go for an LSU game or something, that kind of thing. Or
I'd rather not go for an LSU game.
Well, they might lose, and that'd be fun to watch.
Well, then it would probably not be so fun to party down there, though.
Yeah, so what'd the guy say? I don't know if I can do this on the radio.
What? I don't even know.
Yeah. His girlfriend's, never mind. I'll tell you later. Maybe we'll do it another show.
Say it on the air. If I dump it, I'll dump it.
Okay,
if I need to dump it, I'll dump it.
Girlfriend said, "Well, kiss me somewhere where it's hot and stinky." So he took her to Baton Rouge.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good joke. That was probably one of your better ones.
I thought all of them were my better ones.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what are you thinking about your second round of Voodoo Ranger over there?
Yeah, I must say, I think this
You liking that one
the
better?
IPA is a little better than the Imperial.
Really?
Yeah, it's more of what I expect for an IPA. It's not, the Imperial is a little more hop forward, and this one's it's almost like just a little hoppy pale ale. Let me see what the IBV is on this.
Oh, and ABV for that matter.
Yeah, 7 ABV.
I didn't say the ABV of the Purple Haze, but if I want to, I think it was 4.5, 4.2.
4.2. Yeah, this is 7, so it's got a little alcohol. It's good. Let's see what their verbiage is on this one. Oh, Mosaic and Amarillo with hops, which I like better anyway, so that's probably it. So I got away from the pine tree and got me into some Amarillo. I think I'm in Texas or something.
Yeah, get a little sweeter flavor off
Yummy.
that. So what's your rating on it?
4.25.
4.25. 4.25. Not too bad. Over here I got the 8-hop pale ale, which I guess I was surprised because when I sipped it, I was like, IPA? Because, 8 hops. I guess it's a hoppier pale ale than what you're used to, which isn't an 8-hop pale ale. That's probably like an IPA. What's the difference there? IPAs for their hops. Alcohol is 5.5.
Well, maybe that's why you can't be an IPA unless you stronger.
Really?
Yeah. So what is with the number 8 and hoppy beers? Do you know? There's a bunch of them out there.
8 hops?
Well, they're just 8. Like the
8's a good number.
The 8-pointer by a certain brewery that got bought out by the big boys, Devil's Backbone. They had the 8-pointer.
Yeah, DB.
There's a bunch of beers with 8s in them. I don't know.
I never really noticed. I'll have to keep an eye out for that now.
Yeah, number beers. Hey, we'll do that. We should do number beers. We see if we can do 3 shows, 1 through 20.
Well,
that's the idea.
1 through 20. I don't know how you came up with that math. Anywho, I think we're getting sidetracked. The Voodoo Ranger 8-hop pale ale. Like I said, hoppier than your average pale ale, but that's kind of in the name, so I guess that shouldn't be too surprising. So yeah, for it's kind of it's basically, to me, it's kind of an in between a pale ale and an IPA. So it's definitely got the hops. There's no doubt about that.
So what do you think?
I'd say that's probably a 3.75.
There you go.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Totally drinkable. In fact, I think I will continue to drink this. I know that so we did do the whole purple haze and that thing. I think that people that like that are going to really like our next show. We're doing kind of a rock song / beer / band. Because there's a lot of bands out there that put out their own beers. Unfortunately, those are really hard to come by. We don't have a lot of those. But either way, we're working on it. But we got something that's going to be fun for next week. I'm really looking forward to it. So that'll be good.
You heard of boy bands. How about beer bands?
Yeah, beer bands. Yeah, they're beer bands for sure. It's going to be a blast. So I'm looking forward to that. Huck, as always, man, I appreciate you coming in and sharing some brewskis with me. HucksBeerBuzz.com, Huck's Beer Buzz on Twitter, Huck's Beer Buzz on Facebook, Huck's Beer Buzz on your
front porch if you got beer.
On your bumper. If you bump into him, he'll hook you up with a sticker. And of course, DreZ Drinks is my handle on Untapped. Huck's Beer Buzz is his as well. So if you want to friend us on there and have some cold ones with us, that's cool as well. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with The Rock right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.